Hello everyone and welcome back to more Gossip Victor NIKKE. So, at the time of this recording, I'm pretty much near the tail end of the current event that was released for pretty much the Valentine's season, that being Romantic Valentine, which involves the Maid's versions of Mast and Anchor, and also involves Trony and Sin in the story as well. And yeah, I already completed all of the stages on regular and hard mode, so I got all the cutscenes and whatnot. I'll potentially re-record those cutscenes, if anything, and potentially upload them as a separate video if y'all are interested in that. But also, I already did more or less a shopping spree through the store page here with all the event points, and I was able to get the advanced recruit vouchers, regular recruit vouchers, and all these other goodies here. So at the moment, with that and also the 14-day calendar, being the romance drink calendar, as you see here, it's all completed. So now, in terms of advanced recruit vouchers, I now have 20, and I have a little over 7,600, well, just over 7,600 gems to work with in terms of doing polls. Now, I of course still have the selector from New Year's, and then I also still have, at least at the moment, enough pieces for one Pilgrim mold, one Tetra, one Missless, one Elysian, and then a few of the high quality, and pretty much enough for 6 of the mid quality. And I technically have enough in terms of what I can get through the body, through the shop, to where I can actually open 8 high quality molds with what I have thus far. And yeah, the Maid variants for Anchor and Mast are Anchor Innocent Maid and then Mast Romantic Maid. Now, I do have enough gold mileage to where if I do 19 of these polls, then I'll have enough to actually do an exchange for potentially one of the 2. Yeah, so here's a full view.
Just because I've become a pirate doesn't mean I'm done dreaming. Onward to...
And then of course our shooting pose. So yeah, that's kind of a showcase of her variant. And then of course there's also Maid Anchor. Now currently there's still 7 days at the time of the recording for Mast banner, whereas Anchor's banner, she has 2 weeks.
Being a maid is easier than I thought. Should I make you some omurice?
Now,
weren't we going out to sea?
It kind of passes by her image back here, but you see that blue starfish on her leg? That starfish more or less drops down onto her leg during the idle animation.
It's easier than I thought. Should I make you some omurice?
There it is. Showcase of her reload animation, but I haven't watched any videos to delve into it. But supposedly these versions of Mast and Anchor actually make a nice synergy, and more or less another boost to Elysian. So I do technically have enough gems and vouchers to do essentially 2 multis a piece. And then in terms of ordinary recruit, I have 74 of the recruit vouchers currently, but I'm gonna hold off on using those at least for the moment, because well, I could use them, but I kind of also want to get potentially more gems ahead of time first, if not also get some more vouchers, at least 6 more, so that way I can do 8 multis instead of like just 7. So, with that pretty much mentioned out of the way, let's try our luck and see if we can actually get Mast and Anchor.
Let's do this.
If I can get them in one multi each, which would be ideal, then I can save up my mileage for the upcoming collab event. Come on, RNG, please be on my side.
Yes.
This is promising. This is promising. Okay, we need to see Elysian. Okay, so there's a minimum 1.
Is Florida around here?
Pilgrim? Who is it? Oh!
Simply brandishing a blade does not make you its master.
Well, I just got a dupe of Scarlet, so...
What are your orders?
I mean, can't go wrong with a Pilgrim, but it's not, Mast. Okay, so... we'll go again. We'll use my last 10 vouchers, and... hopefully we can get an SSR again, and hopefully it will be Mast. If anything, I'll use the gems on, or if anything, if I don't get Mast here, then I can use mileage for her, and then just try and pull Anchor.
Nope.
Fake out?
Nope.
Okay, so no luck in terms of that. So I'll do one multi on, at least on Anchor's banner. And if I don't get lucky, then I'll switch back to Mast banner. Or if I do get lucky and get Anchor, then I'll switch back to Mast banner to see if I can get her. And if anything, I'll use mileage and get Mast, and then just progress through content like I really should and get more gems.
Yes.
Okay. Come on. Please, can we get Anchor in one multi? 2 back to back.
What are you?
Okay, very, very promising.
Nice to meet you.
Come on, please. Elysian, come on. Please.
I've been waiting
Oh, shit.
for you, honey.
D-Killer Wife.
We'll also eliminate the target quickly this time.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about using the selector to get her. But come on. We need to see Elysian again, and it needs to be Anchor. Tetra, dang it. Okay, but who is it?
Hello.
Oh, Aid.
And I'll be at your service.
Well, I did not have Aid. So
Right.
that's technically a Maid, but the wrong Maid. You know, I may be playing with fire, but we're gonna do one more multi on Anchor, and maybe, just maybe, we'll get her in this multi. And if we do, then we can use mileage to get Mast. So come on, please.
Nope.
Nope. Well, shoot. Okay, so no Mast and Anchor for the time being, but what we will do, however, we'll at least go to the mileage shop and we'll see about acquiring Mast. Actually, seeing my gem count, oh, system error. But seeing my gem count, I could technically do 5 singles, but I seriously doubt I could actually get Mast or Anchor in 5 singles. And we'll cut back once the error has resolved.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Okay, we're back. So, after that more or less error, I think what we'll try, I know it's risky, but we're gonna try to do singles on at least Anchor's banner. And if we don't get lucky, we don't get lucky. And I'll just simply use mileage, get Mast, and then I'll go through content, farm up some more gems, and then do pulls on Anchor's banner again in hopes of getting her. Alright, I can at least do 5 singles, but I'll definitely have to clear through some content so that way I can get enough gems to do more multis. And if anything, before I go to clear through some content, I could do at least use my molds and see if I potentially get some new characters. And fake out? Nope. Alright, I think this is the last single I can do with the amount of gems I have. Yep. That was the last of the, at least with the gems I could do on these banners. And I'll hold off on doing, it is tempting to do some ordinary recruit, but first, I mean, I would prefer to do ordinary recruit when I have at least a full, like, even amount of vouchers in terms of multis. But you know what? Okay, before I do those, what I'm going to do beforehand is see about going through these molds. So first things first,
Build you everything you
let's
need.
go here,
Take as much time
body
as you
level
want.
shop, and then we'll buy these.
I see you're a man of taste.
Yeah, saved up quite a ton of body labels. So now if we go back, yeah, I can open 9 of the high quality molds. So let's start off with the mid quality and we'll see if we get anything. Okay, a new Tetra unit. Who we got?
I am
Oh, Sakura.
Senegai. If you are willing to accept the assistance of the underworld, I will gladly give it.
Nice. Oh, and we got a dupe for guillotine. Cool. So I managed to get 2 out of those with SSRs. Alright, let's see if we get lucky out of 9 of these high quality molds. Ooh, a new Missilus. Who we got? Hey, Laplace!
#1 heroine with you now.
She may actually be helpful for the Missilus Tower, but I'll have to put her in the synchro device and give her some upgraded gear. Ooh, nice! We actually managed to get 5 SSRs. Oh, nice! We got a dupe for Killer Wife and her original D version. Very nice.
There were no fatalities.
Oh, come on! You gotta admit this is cool!
And we got a dupe for Novel as well. And even a dupe for Sakura. Huh. Nice, very nice. Okay, now for the big ones. The manufacture molds. Ugh. Okay. Now for Missilus. Oof. Alright. Let's see if we get lucky with Tetra. Ooh, a new Tetra. Okay, who we got?
I just want everyone.
Hey, Soda.
Nice.
Very, very nice. Cool, so now I have her and her Twinkling Bunny variant. Whoops. I did not mean to go back to the lobby. Alright, the big one. This is Pilgrim Mold number 2. So, this is going to be potentially hit or miss. There's a chance I could get a dupe of a Pilgrim or a new Pilgrim. Or I could just get completely shafted. So, come on, Pilgrim Mold, please, please, please. Please, don't do me dirty. Give me something good. Please, 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 please. Please, please. Ah. Well, I figured I wasn't gonna get lucky twice in a row. So, I guess it was inevitable that my luck would go bad with the molds. I mean, hey, you can't go wrong with my first one being the third dupe that I needed for Cinderella. Okay, so I think why not? Let's go ahead and do some multis on Ornament Recruit and maybe see if we can fill out more of the wish list. And who knows, maybe get some new characters I don't have yet.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Ugh. Not great for the first one. Alright, multi 2.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Alright, multi 3. Come on, let's see some luck here.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Ugh. Skip. Yeah, so far, not looking too good. Come on, please, please give me some luck.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Gonna skip. Well, I can do 3 more left. Come on, please, can we see some luck?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Ugh. Man, my luck is being just bad with Ordinary Recruit. Like, not a single SSR yet. It's like, what the heck? Hey, there we go. Okay, can we at least get more than 1 SSR? Okay, yeah, 2. Okay, that kind of makes up for it. Now, please, 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 can we see someone new, potentially?
Please.
Tetra. Who we got? Nice! That's a dupe for Blanc.
Very nice.
I'll bring you luck. I may be a mess.
And who's the second? Missless. Who we got?
I'm the happiest.
Nice! We got Tia!
I'm the happiest whenever. Something sweet.
Cool, so we don't have to worry about using the selector to get Tia. And that officially means I have the Schoolgirl Duo.
What are your orders?
So yeah, that will be definitely helpful with going through the Missless Tower. Because I'll be able to have Tia and Naga on the same team.
Both is good.
Okay, so we do one more multi. Come on, last multi. Give me some love.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Nope. So that was kind of rough, not gonna lie, for all those multis. Kind of rough, but I can at least limit break some NIKKEs. Such as limit breaking Scarlet here.
I feel more stout than before, to a degree akin to treachery.
And then we also have... And we also have D Killer Wife.
Oh my, looks like my stamina has improved. Additional support received.
Yeah, I may see about using her on a team. And then, where is Sakura? Well, might as well limit break Guillotine here.
Great. Now the Syndicate will really have it out for me.
Alright, where are you, Sakura? There you are.
It won't do us any harm to be over-prepared.
And yeah, as you can see, I did boost everyone to 165, so by technicality, levels-wise, I am past the 160 wall, but if I want to get to the next stage with the synchro device, I'm going to need quite a bit of resources to do so, in terms of credits, core dust, and battle data, but from what I can tell, the biggest resource I'm going to need is battle data. So yeah, oh, wait. There's one more thing that I need to do. One thing that I technically cannot ignore. And that is by going into the mileage shop and actually getting one of the two characters.
Saw teeth, entire buildings, you name it! Hello, this is the electronic integration system of the central government.
So, we might as well at least get, might as well at least grab Mast while we're here.
Pirate Mast has arrived.
So there we go. One way or another, we got Mast Romantic Maid.
Credit deducted.
So now it's just a matter of getting Anchor. Now, when it comes to getting more higher level gear, Interception, the next level Interception, I'll be able to unlock from completing chapter 16, essentially. But I had to get through whatever cutscenes are between me and chapter 15. Then, after completing chapter 15, and then chapter 16, or whatever cutscenes are in between, then I'll be able to unlock the next Interception mode, which I believe is EX? Yeah, Interception EX. And I believe it's through Interception EX where I'll actually get access to, I believe, at least tier 9 gear, I want to say. And then, of course, the other modes will be able to get me resources to overload said gear to make it even stronger. But then aside from that, then there's lost sectors here, which I need to get through chapter 15 at the very least, so I can get through pretty much these 6 lost sector zones and get the rewards tied in. So doing those, that should give me a decent amount of gems, hopefully, to see about doing some more polls. And with any luck, maybe I'll be able to actually get Anchor Innocent Maid before she disappears from the banner, and essentially I'll have to wait till she gets added to ordinary recruit later on, because I do believe that both these banners are a special recruit and not limited. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so both of them are special recruits. And of course, with this event, there's also maid outfits for Trony and Sin, though of course means I'm not really spending any money in NIKKE at the moment. Not gonna be able to acquire these pass skins, and these are the same outfits that they wear in the romantic Valentine event. So her outfit is Backstreet Dream.
A spell to make it delicious? I'm not quite sure about that.
Still in training.
But all in all, not terribly disappointed with how the polls went. I mean, they could have gone better for sure. Like with one of the SSRs I got from the banner, I would have actually liked it if I got Anchor at least, so that way I would have her and Mast in my roster. But thankfully, I do still have time, so I can require more, or I can acquire more gems.
Is appreciated.
And hopefully, with any luck, I can actually get her from the banner. Because obviously if I want to get her from the mileage shop, I'm going to need a lot of gems in order to actually potentially have any luck of getting her. But I should also see about building up gems anyway, because aside from doing pulls for Anchor to get her Maid variant, then there's also the fact I need to save up gems for the upcoming collab for the game. So might as well build up the resources while I'm at it. Also got a dupe for a novel, so I might as well limit break her.
Thank you for all your support.
Let's see, I think that is everyone that I got a dupe for. Yeah, because I got Scarlet, limit broke her, limit broke D-Killer Wife, Sakura, Novel, and since I got Tia now to pair up with Naga, I'm pretty sure that an affected team to get through the Missless Tower this time around, I'm pretty sure an affected team is going to be Tia, Naga, Laplace, Maxwell, and I want to say Leader as well. Yeah, because there's the temporary participation leader that I can use in the Missless Tower, so I can use her along with Tia, Naga, Laplace, and Maxwell. Though, if I want to have Laplace and Tia on the team, I'm gonna need to make some room in the synchro device, because I think at the moment I don't have space to put them in. If I have a minimum 2 spaces, then I can put Tia and Laplace in there. Just gonna do a quick check here. Nope, I only have 1 space. But if I do progress more in the campaign, which is another reason I need to get through chapter 15, I can get the next upgrade, unlocking 5 more slots in the synchro device. So at that point, I could actually put Tia and Laplace in there to actually get them boosted. And as far as I'm aware, the upcoming collab, I believe, is the more or less the second Evangelion rerun or collab. I want to say that's the upcoming one, but I at least have some time still to before that event drops, so I'll at least have time to go through content, get gems and whatnot, and hopefully with any luck be able to actually get Anchor before she gets added to the ordinary recruit. So yeah, go figure that pretty much the same time I'm having tech issues at the moment, my luck ends up being for the better. Well, can't really say that with pretty much all but one of the manufacturer molds, that's for sure. Though, honestly, it'd be honestly, it'd be very hard to, I mean, obviously, in terms of odds, the odds of getting 2 Pilgrims or 2 SSRs from the Pilgrim molds back to back obviously would be extremely slim. So, and the fact that I beat the odds initially with my very first one to get the last copy of Cinderella that I need to max limit break her, like, that is just pretty much hitting the jackpot in terms of the molds, especially since that was my first ever Pilgrim mold. So striking pretty much literal gold with that mold, can't go wrong with that. And of course, given the tail end luck with Rappy's banner, kind of makes sense that some luck would be bad, especially it was with Ordinary Recruit. Yikes. But at least it didn't go completely nil in terms of SSRs, because I at least got 2 SSRs from Ordinary Recruits. So I didn't get completely left out in terms of getting SSRs, though. What would have been potentially nice was getting more SSRs, obviously, and especially characters I don't have yet. So, I mean, can't be too picky in terms of the characters I did manage to get, such as Laplace and Tia, which are going to be extremely helpful for Missless, especially so that I can have the synergy with Tia and Naga. And I still managed to get Masked Romantic Maid anyway, though through mileage, but still not a complete loss, all things considered, especially with the fact that the first SSR that I got of the set of these of the pull session was a dupe for Scarlet. Matter of fact, Scarlet is so far the only Pilgrim in my roster who I managed to get a dupe of from the banner, not including Cinderella. So pretty much out of all the old Pilgrims that have been in the game for the longest time, so far she's the only one who I've managed to get a dupe of. Haven't gotten a dupe for Scarlet Black Shadow or modern day Rapunzel as of yet, but there's always a chance. Now, in terms of that selector that I still have, oh, that's right, I did miss someone who I got a dupe of, Blanc.
With this, I'll be able to make so many more people happy.
There we go. I nearly completely forgot about that. So yeah, now I just need a dupe for Noir to get her on par with her sister. Now, in theory, I could use this, but the question is, who would I go for? I know I could use dupes for Helm, so I can get access to her favorite item in a way. Well, as part of the process to get her favorite item. But then aside from that, I could also use it to say, well, if I wanted, get a dupe of Noir or any other character who I don't have dupes of yet, or I could even use it on a character I don't have, such as say Senti, another character who can be helpful for Missless, Original Mast, Jackal for PvP, or even Quincy Escape Queen, a character who I would definitely like to get. Like, there's a few options, and maybe even Ein, because I believe Ein is supposed to be pretty good, but I don't know if she'd be helpful all that much for the towers. Well, at least for the towers I'm stuck on, but that's besides the point. So I think I'll call it with that. And with all the decent luck that I got from the pulls, and when we return, we're gonna see about clearing through some more content, specifically main campaign content, so that way we can get chapter 15 done, then potentially go through chapter 16, or before chapter 16. We may see about going through the lost sectors, get those done, get all the gems we can from those, and then pretty much after all that's done, after potentially also going through chapter 16, then we'll potentially see about doing some more pulls, and hopefully we can see about getting Anchor Innocent Maid before she pretty much gets lost in the options that are in Ordinary Recruit, because ideally if I can get at least one copy of her from her rank up, then that'd be great, because then if anything down the line, I could always add her to the wish list and then get dupes of her later. So with that out of the way, with all that being said, we're pretty much going to call it here, and when we return, we're gonna see about continuing with the main campaign and see about hopefully farming up a good supply of gems. So with that, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care. Make sure to hit the like button if you liked the video, if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time with some more Goddess of Victory NIKKE. Take care.
I think I can do it.